Big shout out to Edwards Factory Outlet. Definitely my first stop when buying work clothes.
Hello and welcome to your Peace Country podcast.
We have a big weekend coming up. We got Grand Con and we got the Teepee Creek Stampede happening. I'm going to skim through the Teepee Creek website and give you all the information you want to know. I would like to do the same with Grand Con, but unfortunately I ran out of time. We also have some upcoming events, and we talked to Joe from Joe's Pizza Stone. And stick around to the end, and we're going to tell you how you can win $1,000. Enjoy!
Cats and coffee are my two favorite things.
Come to Whiskers Cafe for the coffee and stay for the cats.
And now for upcoming events in the Peace Country.
Our Number of the Dice game is still ongoing, where you can win $1,000, so get your entries in. We will have all the details for you at the end of this episode. Good luck! Grand Con After Dark presents Bar Wars on Thursday, July 11th at 6 p.m. Come join us at 92 Beverage Co. to help kick off Comic-Con with a night of epic cocktail showdowns. Watch as bartenders battle it out to create the most innovative and delicious drinks. Taste test their creations and vote for your favorite concoction. It's a night of fun, drinks, and friendly competition. Danger Cats are coming to the Jackpot Event Center on July 20th. Show starts at 8 p.m. Monster Jam will be in Edmonton July 13th to the 14th. Bear Lake Dance Club is having its barn dance on July 20th at 7 p.m., ages 16 plus. 2024 Cash for Camping Lottery is ongoing until July 28th. 2024 Teepee Creek Stampede will be happening July 11th to the 14th. On July 12th, Mad Child will be performing at the Lion's Den. July 27th to 28th, the Grand Prairie Regional Air Show. Grand Con is coming back at the Bonnet Energy Center, July 12th to the 14th. The Western Canadian Rib Fest is coming to Grand Prairie, July 19th to the 21st.
And now rolling into August.
The Peace Country Gospel Jubilee will be happening on August 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Extreme Mud Fest is happening in Dawson Creek on August 30th to September 2nd. There will be top trucks, rock crawlers, mega trucks, side-by-sides, J-hook, mud drags, quads, ATVs, UTVs, mud run for charity, kid zone, and all kids under 12 get in for free. Hope I'm not working for that one. The Bear Creek Folk Festival will be happening August 16th to the 18th. Northern Rhythm Music and Arts Festival will be happening August 23rd to August 25th. Tickets are $100 in advance, more at the door. Venue is 45 minutes from Grand Prairie. The Wembley Demolition Derby will be happening August 31st to September 1st. And don't forget the last Thursday of every month at 92 Beverage Company, cocktails and vinyl. And Kokanee Comedy Night at the Great Northern Casino every Wednesday. Paula Abdul is coming to Dawson Creek on October 1st. Coming in November, Hungry for Laughs Comedy Tour is coming to Grand Prairie.
If you have an event coming up and would like us to share on PcP, let us know at peacecountrypodcast@gmail.com.
Peace Country Podcast has a challenge for you. We will give you $100 cash if you spare a 7-10 split at Bowling Stone's 10-Pin Entertainment Center in Grande Prairie, Alberta.
2024 Teepee Creek Stampede, 4 days in the wild. We're scrolling the website so you don't have to. Here's everything you want to know about 4 days in the wild. History. It all began in 1917. Learn about the history of Teepee Creek by reading the book Teepee Creek Terror, a local history book written and published by Gene Rycroft in the 1970s. This book captures the history of Teepee Creek Stampede through stories, pictures, and memorabilia. The community of Teepee Creek is grateful to the late Gene Rycroft for her dedication and preservation of local history. To purchase a copy of Teepee Creek Terror, And for any other history-related inquiries, contact Colleen Binks at 780-831-7751. If you scroll down in the history tab on their website, it goes into a bit of their history and some fun facts. Check it out. Okay, if you're planning on camping for 4 days in the wild, here's everything you need to know. Camping pre-parking will be open July 9th and the 10th from 5 to 10 p.m. No overnight camping is permitted on these pre-parking nights. To take advantage of pre-parking, tickets must be bought online in advance. General camping check-in is July 11th to the 15th from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Campers will not be permitted to check in outside of these hours. Occupancy: 1 RV unit, no restrictions, no tents, plus 2 vehicles per stall. Camping passes must stay in the vehicle and visible at all times. Camping rules: all persons inside camp gates must have a valid day pass and camp with a person who has purchased a camp stall. Campers/vehicles must stay inside stall lines. We have given maximum stall space to allow for required fire lane distances. Camping units/vehicles outside stall lines will be required to move, no exceptions. Camping units must maintain a 10-foot minimum distance between each unit/furthest extending slide out. No open fires, no fireworks, propane grills, propane fire pits are allowed. No off-leash animals. Garbage and waste must be collected and properly stored at all times. Quiet time begins at 11 p.m. on family side and 3 a.m. on the wild side. No group gatherings on roadways. Open liquor must remain in your campsite. Remove all belongings and garbage when leaving. Have fun at 4 days in the wild. And now here's your 6-day schedule for 4 days in the wild. Tuesday, July 9th, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. pancake breakfast at Keddy's Tack and Western Wear. 5 to 10 p.m. camping pre-parking. On Wednesday, July 10th, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. barbecue lunch at Redwood Inn and Suites. 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. camping pre-parking. Thursday, July 11th, Family Day. Future Stampeders Junior Rodeo. 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Teepee open to purchase official Teepee swag. 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Family Day activities. 6 p.m. Grand entry. Introducing Miss Teepee Creek Stampede 2024 contestants. 6:15 p.m. Teepee Ranch Rodeo. 9 p.m. Beer Garden headliner Jason Blaine. Friday, July 12th. 8 a.m. Teepee Creek AG Event Center. 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Pancake breakfast in support of PARDS. 8:30 a.m. Pro Rodeo Canada Slack. 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Teepee open to purchase official Teepee swag. 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. lunch at the Church of Wagon Masters. Contestants and volunteers. 12 p.m. Sheepy Terror. 12:45 p.m. Grand entry. 1 p.m. Pro Rodeo Canada Main Rodeo. Performance number 1. Wild horse races at the end of the rodeo performance. 6 p.m. Breakaway roping jackpot Teepee Creek AG Event Center. 6 p.m. Event grand entry. 6:15 p.m. Wild pony races. 6:30 p.m. All Pro Canadian Chuck Wagon races. 9 p.m. Beer Gardens headliner James Baker Band. Saturday, July 13th. 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Pancake breakfast in support of PARDS. 8 a.m. Team Penning, Teepee Creek AG Event Center. 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Teepee open to purchase official Teepee swag. 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. lunch at the Church of Wagon Masters. Contestants and volunteers. 12 p.m. Sheepy Terror. 12:45 p.m. Grand entry. 1 p.m. Pro Rodeo Canada Main Rodeo. Performance number 2. Wild horse races at the end of the rodeo performance. 6 p.m. Evening grand entry. Crowning of Miss Teepee Creek Stampede 2024. 6:15 p.m. Wild pony races. 6:30 p.m. All Pro Canadian Chuck Wagon races. 9 p.m. Beer Gardens headliner Dallas Smith. Sunday, July 14th. 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Pancake breakfast in support of PARDS. 8 a.m. Team Penning, Teepee Creek AG Event Center, Cowboy Church. 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. TP open to purchase official TP swag. 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. lunch at the Church of Wagon Masters, contestants and volunteers. 12:15 p.m. Sweepy Terror. 12:45 p.m. Grand Entry. 1 p.m. Pro Rodeo Canada Main Rodeo, performance number 3. Wild horse races at the end of rodeo performance. 6 p.m. Event Grand Entry. 6:15 p.m. Wild pony races. And wrapping up at 6:30 p.m. All Pro Canadian Chuck Wagon races. There's a lot more great information on their website, tpstampede.ca. Check it out.
Did you know Grande Prairie has its own secret garden? It's true, Elaine's unique plants and designs. If you love plants, you need to stop in and shop around. Located on the parking lot side of the farmers market, open 5 days a week.
And now for the Peace Country Spotlight.
I'm here with Joe from Joe's Pizza Stone. Joe, welcome.
Hey, what's happening?
So let's get into it. What made you decide to get in the pizza business?
Man, being a first generation immigrant with no language, the first thing you do when you come to Canada is try to find a job. So, with language barrier, what do? You get into restaurants. And I got into pizzerias, worked for my uncles, worked with my brothers in Ontario, and I started developing a bit of a passion for it, and they own different franchises, different brands. And I saw an opportunity on how they created something and sold someone the license to use it. And, they made money and the owners made money and everybody, everybody had really good, it was a win-win situation for everybody. So I liked it and just never really got into it so deep, And years later, moved to Western Canada. I'm met up with somebody in Dawson Creek, 2014, moved to Dawson Creek, and then 2016, I decided to partner up with John, my partner, and give it a go. Dawson Creek, man, birthplace of Joe's Pizza Stone. So you started in Dawson Creek and then moved to Chetwynd and then came to Grand Prairie? Yeah. So no, Chetwynd. Oh, it's a year and a half after that we went to Chetwynd. Chetwynd was great, man. Chetwynd treated us so well. I love the people of Chetwynd. They were so loyal to us. And then for about a year after that, we went to Tumbler Ridge. And then the pandemic kicked in.
Oh, yeah.
Just about to start the pandemic. And we did fantastic in Tumbler. And we're still doing great. And then at that time, somebody came and wanted to invest. Some local kids that were students at the college, foreign students, and they wanted to invest. And we helped them get into the franchise. And we sold all those 3 locations. And then we came to Grand Prairie. That was my first flagship store where I built it from scratch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so now you don't own those locations at all?
They're franchised out.
They franchise the license?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I created a franchise within about a couple of years, 3 years, 4 years of the business. Uh-huh. And, they helped me out a lot and I helped them out a lot. So Grand Prairie came and it was tough. I worked with great companies like Everlast Plumbing. I worked with, there's a couple of contractors I work with, great contractors, but I can't recall some of their names. But they helped me build a store to where it is. And within a year of building that, somebody wanted to invest and they wanted to open a store in Westlake. So I built that one and I franchised it out. And eventually somebody wanted to buy the Grand Prairie location and I franchised that as well. All right. So a lot of these are all local owners that are from the Peace region and they invested in this. And so it helped me scale. So now I went to Lethbridge and I just went to Sherwood Park and Grand Caches are our next move. So we're just working on that.
Oh.
But I love the Peace region, right? So for some reason I can't leave,
Yeah.
I don't want to leave. I love it here.
So what's the secret to a good pizza?
Secret to good pizza is good dough and less is more. Make it as simple as possible, and that's what it is. And a good tomato for your sauce, and a good oven and how you cook it. And it's hard to find pizzerias that are into this old school deck oven analog style cooking in Western Canada. And the combination of those three, it makes a fantastic pizza. You know, you can taste that in the Neapolitan pizzas, really good.
So what did you do before you started Joe's Pizza Stone?
All right, I still do that. I came to Western Canada to chase telecommunication contracts. And I've been a cable guy since year 2000. I've been working in the telecommunication industry and also worked at pizzerias since 1994. So it's one of those things that I've always been in it. Yeah, so telecommunication tech, I'm a cable guy. And I still do that. That's my full-time gig. I still go and service, but I mainly work in Grand Prairie now.
So is there a story behind the name?
Yeah, there's a story behind the name. So originally I'm from Afghanistan, okay? I came to Canada May 1st, 1990. And they sent me straight to high school. So this is the first time I'm really going to school. So no English, no background, nothing. So I get into school, you know, and after being a teenager, I mean, I loved it, of course. And, you know, language being a barrier, I decided I didn't know what to do. What sport could I play without talking? Wrestling. I got into wrestling in high school. I wrestled in high school, and I had a coach named Mr. Photo and Mr. Mitch. And my first name is Jawad. And they could never say it right, even though it was so easy to say, but they could never say it right. My coach goes, you know, Mr. Photo goes, from now on, you're Joe. I said, I'll take it.
So what experience would you like your customers to have?
Oh, man. I want them to feel my passion. Like, you know, like every pie you eat there is something that I have crafted, I've made, I have tasted it, tested it, and it is, I want them to know that, hey, this is not something that I just Google and throw on a pizza and give it to you. I genuinely go there and I cook it, I test it, I feed people. So it's very intimate for me that if I put out a pizza, it's something that I put my heart into it, and I'm truly passionate about it.
So what's the best part about running your business in the Peace Country?
Ah, man, Peace Country. Let me tell you, Peace Country people are loyal and they're easy to please, right? All you got to do is show them love and be respectful and don't gouge them. It's simple as that.
What is the hardest thing about managing your business?
The hardest thing about managing the business is to find the right people. And the reason why it's hard to find the right people is one is pay. Pay is not the highest. And also it's hard to find people who can take the initiative to run the business, to manage the business, like truly they own it and care for it. So finding people who hold themselves accountable to their daily routine is very difficult. And when you do find those unicorns, they don't last long. They either open a business, they get a fantastic opportunity, and I love seeing that, right? When I see somebody, I know they're not going to be here long, and then I see them do really well, and I just love it. It's great to see that.
Yeah.
But finding the right people, because it is a low-wage industry, and we like to pay people more, but we have such limited margins in the restaurant industry. If your labor will kill you if it goes above a certain percentage.
If you could or had to change anything along the way, what would you do different?
Oh man, I would educate myself about contracts, and you know, I think the only thing I would change is to get things in writing with people. Not all business deals go well because a gentleman's handshake doesn't exist anymore, you know?
How do you see the future of your business?
Man, future. Me, I plan like I'm gonna live 1,000 years. Right? I don't think about 10 years, 20 years, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna get old. So for me, I like to get to infinite locations, as many as I could, but I have to be also realistic. So my short goals are to find like-minded people and partner up with them, and to hopefully hit 20-25 locations. That's my immediate immediate goal right now, right? But that's not the end of it. But I like to grow it as an organization, and even when we get to 20, 30, 40, 100 locations, I'll still stay in the Peace region. I love the Peace. So, this is, it's one of those things.
Do you have any advice for future entrepreneurs?
Yes, I do. Just because it didn't work out for somebody else, doesn't mean it's not going to work out for you. You might do better than that other person. So a lot of entrepreneurs, when they start, they surround themselves with people who will just enlist their fears onto them. Don't be afraid, especially young entrepreneurs. You have the ultimate lottery, which is called the time and youth. The worst that can happen to you is you'll fail. And the next time, that failure will teach you 1,000 lessons. So don't be afraid to fail. And I just tell everybody, just do it.
Yeah, that's some really good advice.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for taking the time and letting us get to know you a little bit.
Thank you, man. We enjoyed this apple shisha, and it was fun. We'll do it again sometime.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
How can people get a hold of your pizza?
They can go to joespizzastone.ca, and if they want to get in contact directly with me for any opportunities, any questions, they can email me at joe@joespizzastone.ca. Yeah, just go to joespizzastone.ca. That's where you can make your orders. You can call your local stores and try us out. I hope you like it.
Thanks again. Enjoy.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Appreciate it. As said earlier, Number of the Dice is still ongoing, so get your entries in. Here's all the rules and everything you need to know. Number of the Dice works like this. 3 6-sided dice have 216 possible number combinations, but only one combination will be the grand winner of $1,000. When you hear about Number of the Dice on Peace Country Podcast, you email peacecountrypodcast@gmail.com with the subject line Number of the Dice. Then you will get a reply email with the assigned 3-digit number. We will assign the number, there will be no requests, and only one number combination per email address will be assigned. Then keep listening to the Peace Country Podcast and save the email, because we are not going to email the winner. It will be up to the winner to reply to us with the same email chain that the 3-digit combination was assigned by Peace Country Podcast. After all 216 combinations have been assigned, we will roll the dice, one die at a time, starting with the hundreds, then tens, then ones. There may be secondary prizes added to this game, but the first roll will be the grand winner. After the winning combination is announced on Peace Country Podcast, the winner will have 14 days to reply with the winning combination email chain to claim the prize. All email replies sent before the announcement of the winning combination will be disqualified. The deadline date will be announced with the announcement of the winning combination. Thank you for playing. Keep listening. Good luck and enjoy.
Don't get lost in the forest this tax season. Let Cedar CPA help guide you. Reach out to us on Instagram.
This podcast only works because you listen. So thank you for listening.
What would you like to hear on PCP? Let us know by email, peacecountrypodcast@gmail.com.
22 Media.